Hey Stalwart Fam.
Hey!
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
My name is Faith.
My name is Michael.
And we are
the Stalwart Lovers.
Woo! Guys, it's so good to be back.
It is.
I mean, it took us such a long time to be here.
Yes.
Like, guys, it's pretty much almost 1
Almost 1 a.m.
right now. Right now.
And we have been preparing for this video since about 10 p.m.
Yeah, because, we had to set up the lights, the camera, the angles, and everything like that. Guys, it's been hard. I mean, thank God our baby is sleeping right now.
Yeah.
He's even literally here with us.
It's a miracle that he's not waking up because he's just sleeping.
Yeah, with all our disturbances and talking and doing sound check and everything.
That's why we need to be done on time.
We have to be done on time because once this guy asks for food,
he's got it.
There's nothing anybody can
eat.
do. Anyway, we're going to talk a lot about all these things in the video.
Yeah, but it's really good to be back. And so if this is your first time seeing our video, come on, you're in the best place. Don't mind the fact that we said we're just back. All right, we just took a short break because of a baby, but then we're back, and hopefully we can do this more consistently.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
And so don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like this video, subscribe until you can see the parentheses, like Apostle used to say. But yeah, join the family. It's a beautiful family here. For those of you who have joined the family before this video, because I know we've got some new subscribers recently, just drop in the comments, I'm new in the family, I'm a new subscriber. I want to see your comments and just give me
for some reason,
reaction.
our wedding night video,
some other videos as well, they just
some other videos started to get some traction
again. Yeah,
amazing. So if you're from those videos, if you're a new subscriber, put it in the comments. Let's see you. Let's engage.
Let's engage.
Yeah.
All right, so babe, what are we doing today?
Oh yeah, so a while back,
a really
long while back, like about some weeks back,
like over a month.
We're going to be coming back to YouTube, and then we asked you guys to send us some questions on our story, questions about life generally, questions about pregnancy, postpartum, and all the rest. So we got some questions.
You guys did justice.
Yeah, we actually got some interesting questions, and we're going to be just going through some of them today. They are like a lot. So we're going to try to go through all of them, and give you guys all the information. But we're just going to start with some of them right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen most of these questions, so expect my most natural reaction.
Yeah. I was the one that saw the questions and selected them. All right, so we'll just start with this one. It says, how did you mentally prepare for delivery process in terms of pain, tearing, etc.? Take us away. Well, how did I prepare? I knew it was going to be a lot. Like, it was a life-changing, life-altering thing that was about to happen. I've been pregnant, and I know I'm going to be pushing a baby out, and will I say a lot can go right? There could be tears, there could be pains, there could be a lot of things, But I really just trusted God and just put everything in God's hands, And then I spoke to other people that have gone through it recently. I made sure I went. We at church, we have some ladies that had just had children like a few months before me. So I had like a well of knowledge,
a pool
of advice. Yeah. So just get as much advice. Hear people's labor and delivery stories, but don't get, is that verbal?
Yeah.
But don't get too soaked up in them. For me, I didn't get too soaked up in them because I know that my story is going to be unique. So bearing in mind that my story is going to be unique, I also got this pool of advice, and then the blend and balance of that really helped me to prepare. And of course, prayers and just having faith and believing God for the best in your own time.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much, how I prepared. I hoped to not have tears. I hoped to, not have as much pain, but hey.
We move.
It's labor and delivery, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you prepare in any way?
I prayed. That's all. I prayed a lot. I trusted God, and I didn't get anything that disappointed me.
You
So.
were just on cloud nine
Oh yes, my
in the
precious
labor room.
baby was coming to
You're
the
just
world.
jumping.
Was I jumping?
Yeah, you were like happy.
Of course, but I
You were
was
in
very
this
calm.
giddy.
I was
Well,
very
yeah, I
calm.
mean, yeah, you were calm actually. You were calm,
Come on.
but you were in this giddy, happy. You were excited that your baby was
Who
coming.
wouldn't be excited?
Yeah, so that was pretty much it. Anyway, let's go to the next question. Okay, nothing to say, but I love you both. Trust you are coping well with motherhood life. We love you too. And yeah, coping with motherhood life. Yes. I mean, thank God we are answering these questions now. If we did this video a week ago, we would have just said, oh,
We're doing
yeah, we're
fine.
doing fine. Thank God mommy is around. When I say mommy, I mean my mother-in-law, his
My
mom.
mom.
I'll have just been like, oh, thank God my mom-in-law is around. Things are going great. She's helping with the baby and all that. So I can't really relate. But now I can't relate. I've been relating for 1 week now.
The relationing is strong.
I mean, I would not say it's the most terrible. I
It
think
isn't.
the major thing about motherhood life right now is just the fact that I have to sacrifice some other things for Joshua.
Yeah, for
You
our
know,
baby.
and that I feel like that's just the beautiful thing about a good marriage. You can always circle back and discuss, okay, how can we do this? What can we do? Okay, how do we rearrange our routine? That was how we actually arrived at filming now, because we're like, okay, what time in the week, in the month, when can we film?
Yeah.
When is feasible to film?
The
That kind
only
of
reason
thing.
we are filming it today, for example, is because we know that we can sleep in tomorrow morning
Yeah, on
and not care too
Saturday.
much about when we wake up.
And we still have rehearsals.
We still have
But
to go for
anyway.
choir rehearsals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And
at least we know that there's no work tomorrow and
yes.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, they did ask about fatherhood, but I will answer regardless because we're in this together. It's been a journey, especially since my mom went back to Nigeria. It's been a journey, and for me, I'm working. My wife is taking care of the baby. Sometimes she just wants a break. She's like, "Babe, I need
Like
like
I'm
1 hour or
exhausted,
two
I'm
hours
tired,
sleep."
I want a nap.
And I have to take the baby. And when I have Joshua with me, he wants attention. He wants you to carry him. He doesn't want you to sit down. He doesn't want you to walk away from his view. So sometimes it affects me a little bit. I try to use one hand to work. We had to even re-strategize where I literally sleep in a different room
Yeah.
so I can wake up much earlier, start
Because
my
his
day
alarms
because
are
my
gonna
alarms will
wake.
wake up Joshua, right?
Yeah.
So start my day much earlier so that by the time she's waking up and literally dumping Joshua on me so she can sleep, I feel like, okay, I've achieved something in my morning.
Yeah.
Now I can babysit for an hour or two before I go back into my routine. So compromises here and there, but hey,
Yeah, but I
that's the life we
mean,
signed up for.
yeah, but I mean, motherhood right now has just been full of feeding, taking care of, nurturing, changing diapers, bathing, and all that good stuff.
And we will not have it any other way.
Yeah, okay. So, Sister Bay, how have you managed to strike a balance with sleepless nights? Well, I feel like the balance really for me right now is I can't go to bed too early because I have to use so Joshua goes to bed around maybe 8 or maybe 9 latest. So I have to use that time 9 to maybe 12 or something to clear the house. My husband and I will pray together. There's so many activities,
Watch a movie sometime
and do
if
a
you want to
night
bond,
routine.
do night routine.
Exactly. So there's so much to do. And then I end up sleeping late. And usually around that time, Joshua might be waking up for another
For
meal,
another meal.
or it might give me 2 hours or 1 hour
the
to
first
just to just first of all sleep, and then it starts waking up. So when I do all that, I tend to just sleep in more in the morning. As my husband said in the earlier question, I just when I wake up maybe around 8 and I'm like, I've not slept
7:30.
well, or 7:30.
This morning was past 7. I was like, so early.
Yeah, because Joshua woke up, so I'm like, I
She
cannot
just calls me from the office.
Once Joshua
Your
is
son,
awake,
come and carry your son.
once Joshua is awake, I cannot sleep. So I need that sleep. So anyway, once Joshua wakes up in the morning, hopefully maybe if he wakes up by 8, 7:30, 7, I just call my husband, please take your son. I need an hour, 2 hours maybe to just nap, to just catch my breath. So I end up waking up somewhere around 10 a.m., and that's
start
when
the day.
I really start my day.
But how you were handling it before was that Grandma was here and she handled Joshua overnight, and then we rotated it.
Yeah.
She does one night and we do the other night because we
yeah.
didn't want to burden her too much. We noticed she was struggling with sleep deprivation, just handling him by herself. So we just had to say, you know what, let's
do it.
rotate this
And
thing.
that's how we kept doing it. One night,
throughout we
one
were
night,
just one.
Yeah, so but now that it's just me, us,
I mean, it's pretty
and
you
then
for the night because it's better if I wake up early.
because he
get my
needs
routine.
his day to be able to work.
Yeah,
and he has a lot of work.
I do a lot of work.
Yeah.
I have a lot of morning routines, and she does as well. But the rest is more important for her when she
Yeah.
wakes up. For me, my morning routines are more important for me.
In the morning.
We're finding the balance
Yeah,
gradually.
and the good thing is that we are always circling back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see another one. How was breastfeeding as a first-time mom? I think sometimes I got a lot running through my head since I'm also getting closer. Okay. I think the person is also gonna give birth very
put to bed
soon.
soon.
Yeah,
Breastfeeding. I can't wait for you to say what you always say. Go ahead.
so what do I always say?
When you say it, I'll tell you.
I actually do not know.
Just go ahead. Explain it first.
Okay. Well, I mean, breastfeeding as a first-time mom, I mean, people would say breastfeeding is hard, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure I necessarily experienced breastfeeding as being hard, in quotes. But yeah, it's painful. So, of course, you have this sore nipples because the baby is literally just sucking and then you're not used to that kind of motion, and the nipples are also sore, from everything. So, and then the letdown, the milk trying to flow out every time the baby nurses is also kind of a lot.
I'm guessing that your experience with the baby latching, your milk supply, is what they're focusing on.
Yeah,
And not the
breastfeeding.
painful nipples.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
guessing.
yeah. So I was going there.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I was going there.
All right,
So there's that aspect, but the good thing about mine was that I actually had a lot of supply. I had a lot of supply. In fact, when I gave birth, I already had like a ton of colostrum
Yeah.
in my breast already, and then when the mature milk started to come, it was even a little overwhelming. I literally have like a whole freezer full of milk right now.
What do you used to call it?
My stash.
That's the word. Milk starch. We have to buy a new freezer, guys.
Yeah.
We have to buy a new freezer to accommodate extra milk.
Yeah, so but then I mean that's pretty much how it has been. So I've not had to struggle with the supply and all that.
Yeah.
And then when they're clogged ducts sometimes, I mean they're not always super clogged, but sometimes they get clogged, like milk is literally stuck in there. And I just get Joshua to nurse properly and then
And
it
he's
releases.
a pretty strong.
Suction.
He has a pretty strong suction.
Yeah.
I want to say he's a pretty strong sucker, but it's not a sucker.
Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much how it has been. Okay, balancing career and taking care of baby Joshua. I think I'm going to give that to you.
All right. I think we mentioned that a little bit. Yes, I'm quite busy, man. I wear a lot of hats. I recently added one more. So the Lord is my strength. I wear a lot of hats, and so it's hard. My to-do list every day is always a lot. I barely do half of it, and I still write a new one almost every single day.
Yeah.
And so the balancing is not balancing. It's just, like I always say, prioritizing. And so, for example, today I decided what are the most important things that will make me feel like I got today done. I wanted to wash all 3 bathrooms because it comes to having a bigger house. You wash more bathrooms. I wanted to cut the grass in the lawn.
Yeah,
I
to
wanted
trim
to
the
have a
grass.
good time of devotion before Joshua comes. I wanted to prepare for this filming. We had to go do some shopping. And so those ones are most important on my list, and I achieved all of that. And so for me, today was a successful day. But I had other things on that list that were not done.
Yeah.
So it's
And I
just
mean,
priority.
when it comes to balance, thank God you said balance it, because it has just been balance. So right now, I know my husband needs me to take care of Joshua more.
Yes.
And I'm doing that more. Although, thank God, for me, for the milestones and the goals that I want to achieve in my career as well, I crushed a major one
Your
when
certification.
mom was around, yes. So I crushed my certification. I got a certification I'd always wanted to get, as a qualified, certified software tester. So, and I was really happy about that. And she really helped with that balance.
Yes, because you had to
Carrying
study.
the weight of Joshua, because I had to study a lot.
Zone out,
So
yeah.
now that she's here, I have to be doing my career things in much less time than I did before.
Now that she
These
isn't
days,
here.
Yeah, now that she isn't here, sorry. Now that she isn't here, I have to do that, I have to...
So we had the conversation.
So we had a conversation that,
you're going to
okay,
have to
how do we
slow
do...
it down a little bit.
And then, I mean, that's just... It's
But
just
for a short time,
balance.
for us to just manage this period.
Exactly. Okay, how do you feel about your postpartum body? To be honest,
Which postpartum body? I can't see it. I'm looking for it.
To my husband, I'm like the same.
I can tell you without lying. And I'm struggling so hard not to be TMI because I can tend to be. I feel like nothing has changed.
Yeah.
I even enjoy your body more. I'll stop there. I'm saying too much. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, I mean, guys, see,
Oh, glory be to God.
I'm looking for a way to really express this. Your body went through such an amazing thing. And just, for me, I see it as my body just maturing and growing to that next level, to that next stage. I don't know if you get what I mean. Almost like my body never fully matured until the baby happened, until pregnancy happened and delivery happened. Because it feels like you went through a lot. Your body was broken. You got scars and things like that. You got marks. You got scars. You got all those things. But at the same time, if you are open to the change, and your heart is open, you're not fixated on your physical appearance, on your physical body. Yes, there's a balance of, okay, now starting to work out, fix those muscles, have a good diet and all that. But I'm not doing it at the expense of myself. I love myself right now. I love my body right now. And I'm so grateful for the body that I have and for the fact that I was able to do such an amazing thing, such as bringing a child into the world, right?
Yes.
And that's just the perspective I have. And you just need to be positive. You cannot be looking at... who stretch mark kill? In
Every
local
time
parlance.
you see the stretch mark, say, I bear on my body the marks. And then marks in this case, you look at your son and be like, he's worth it all,
Yeah.
And for a man as well, I mean, I married you.
For a man too.
I married you. I chose you for life.
Yeah.
Ready for all that will come with it.
Yeah.
And so when your body began to change, even from pregnancy, I intentionally complemented it. For example,
Because this life is paradigm.
it's a paradigm shift. So when I saw stretch marks somewhere, I said, it's giving zebra. Crack a joke about it, make her feel like it's not a big deal because it isn't a big deal.
It really isn't.
And deliberately compliment, her body. I did that a lot. Also helped me to not see any difference. To be honest, I don't see a difference. Of course, if you want to be critical, there's slight differences.
But are you going to kill yourself?
Changes nothing.
It has happened. The change has happened. It has happened, and it's beautiful. it's okay. So let's just imagine now that God never made us with with 5 fingers, and He always made us with 4 fingers. I mean, you would never know what it means to have 5 fingers anyway.
I'm not sure where that analogy was going,
Right?
but it's fine.
Right? You never know. So, so not everybody is different. Just assume, just feel like that is where God has taken me to. Anyway,
Your body's not
we spent so
different.
much time, but I just really hope I drive it home.
Listen, ladies,
I hope I drive it
your
home.
body went through a life-changing experience. Your body is not different. It's just stronger. All right.
Yeah.
You're not broken.
I'm more beautiful.
Yeah. If you got broken, maybe because physically literally felt weak, you're going to get stronger again. That's how God designed it. And just be sure you marry a man who's not going to now start looking aside because you had a baby for him. So you say, open your eyes. Marry a good man that would compliment you, that will not make you feel less, and you yourself look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So was it a thing for you to decide whose mom was coming for Omugo? So for this one, for us, let me just start with from us, then I'll say maybe my general advice. But for us, we just felt like, okay, my mom-in-law should come first. I don't even know how we...
It was never really felt like. It was more of an objective decision. And so because by the time we were expecting our baby...
Now, I remember talking about before we even started expecting the baby. I think we had actually decided that it would be her even before.
For me, in my head, it was
either or. Yeah, it was kind of either or.
Because we applied for visa for the both of them.
Yeah.
But my mom got hers, immediately. Also because we knew she would be more available to leave her business and come.
Because she had a business.
Your mom had
My mom
job
is
she had
in a
to
job.
resume to.
Yeah.
And then we had to plan her coming around maybe a break or something.
Yeah.
So that's really it. But of course, the dynamics of our marriage is such that our relationship with our parents are beautiful. Her mom is literally my mother, right? And my mom is literally her mother.
Yeah.
We try so much to make it that way. It's not perfect. It's not in every single detail, but for the most part, that's it.
Yeah.
And so my mom coming was not a problem. They enjoyed themselves. A few misunderstandings that we had to sort out, very little. It was just a matter of, well, this is how we want you to do things for us, and then she had to understand things like that. So, but you were going to give your general advice.
Yeah, so the general advice I'll just give is get someone or invite someone that you're the most comfortable with, because when you're giving birth and you're in those first few weeks, those first few months after a baby, you're most vulnerable. Even your hormones, literally, you had like so many hormones in your body while pregnant, and when you give birth, your hormones just go down. So that could cause like postpartum blues, baby blues, and things like that. So you need someone that can take you in those raw emotions.
What are postpartum blues?
I mean,
help someone who doesn't know.
Okay, so after giving birth, sometimes you could feel teary, cryy. You could feel a bit sad. You could feel... It's not necessarily postpartum depression. No, postpartum depression is literal depression. But that one is just you're just overwhelmed. You're crying. You're just stressed out from this whole change. It happens sometimes from the hormones that just literally go all the way down. So you're like...
I would say it's borderline on depression. If you don't catch yourself out of it, that's where depression begins to...
depression is different. Postpartum blues are like in the first few weeks, like maybe the first 2 weeks.
And it will go naturally.
And it will just go on its own.
As the hormones also reduce.
But postpartum depression is like it's like you feel like killing yourself. Literally,
you feel like you'll kill
depression,
your baby.
But then
don't you feel like depression starts from the blues regardless?
I mean, they might start from the blues, but not necessarily. So it's different. So it's like different degrees.
All right. I thought
it's like saying anger and then rage.
Yeah, but you always start with anger in my head. That's what I think. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So postpartum blues is a possibility. So some people don't get it and some people get it, and it's totally fine.
And you want to feel, you want to do, you want to be
want to-
around someone you are
yeah.
comfortable with, someone who will not judge you.
Yeah, by your
Reactions.
postpartum blues states,
Yeah.
and actually just understand and see you for you and everything like that. So
Yes.
I feel like that's just the major advice I would give anybody that wants to bring a mom-in-law over.
Yeah.
Make sure you're, or a sister, a cousin, make sure you're comfortable with that person and all that. Yeah.
Okay. How many do we have left?
Yeah, we still have, okay, we have like 3 more.
Okay, because
yeah.
of time.
Yeah. Okay. Congratulations on living in your answered prayers. Thank you.
Glory.
Are there times you felt overwhelmed by the baby? Yes. Who doesn't get overwhelmed?
Today, I literally went to Joshua and he was sleeping. We were preparing for this video and he just woke up. So my wife was eating. I had to go. I'm just narrating story, all right? I went up, brought him downstairs, put him on the couch, and then I was so angry. Not at him, but at the situation, because I had to be setting the lights and all that. Then he saw me, he spat out, and I was cleaning it.
Spit up, yeah.
Yeah, he had the spit up. I was cleaning it and he was smiling to me. And the first thing I came, I said, why are you smiling?
I was like, oh, cool.
I literally said, like, who's smiling to you? Why are you smiling? Are you not supposed to be sleeping? So that answers your question.
There's sometimes I'll literally be like tired. I'm like, can you sleep right now? And then he's probably doing something like this.
I found myself asking him, what do you want? Like 20 times in a day. What do you really want?
Can you use your
I
words?
sat you down. You don't. I put on my. You don't.
You know what? What do you want?
But when he gives you that beautiful smile, you just melt.
Exactly.
All the overwhelming this thing, you just feel like, well, I signed up for
I'm doing all
this.
this for you.
Yeah, this is my life now. So it's a beautiful mix.
thing.
Yeah.
Does your baby cry a lot? Actually, it doesn't.
No. Is it a loud crier?
Yeah, but he only cries when he's hungry, when he's maybe
when he needs attention. Maybe you left him and you went away.
Yeah,
he knows
maybe he went to pee or something.
So
like,
he might.
But
if he's not hungry,
you
know.
But it doesn't just cry on end or just cry for any,
Except something is wrong.
Except something is actually wrong. So yeah, doesn't cry a lot. So to the final question, and this is actually a very good one. You seen it?
I just saw it.
How did you feel when baby Joshua was circumcised?
This is a good way to place to end it. First, say how you thought you would feel. I don't know if I have enough time, but no, let's go on.
Okay, how I thought I would feel. I mean, I was prepared. I was ready. I was like, for the fact that he's gonna get a cut and everything. So I knew how crazy that would be. I'm serious. I knew how crazy that would be. That it would actually be like painful, and he would be like fussy for a bit, and stuff like that. So, I think it was actually better than I expected.
In terms of how he reacted after.
Yeah.
Because we also had my mom, who was experienced. My mom had 4 boys, you see. So we just left her with handling him and his genitalia.
Changing his diapers, right? And all that.
But I'm talking about when it was happening. So, backstory. Only one parent could be in the room. And of course, I had to be the one. My wife does not have as much strong mind as I do for that kind of thing. And so where they were hearing Joshua crying. Crying. I think my mom even said that, you never get used to this thing. But I was in there. I was chill, man. I was just the way I was in the labor room. But I was watching everything play out. I wanted to see how the boy would come out. So I didn't cringe at all. I just enjoyed the process. I mean, I felt concerned, and I was watching everything the doctor was doing. I hope he wasn't making a mistake. I will ask my question. Did you cut that part well? So I was doing a critical job of audits rather than doing no, this is my son's organ we're talking about. So I had to keep an eye down. But apart from that, yeah. But when he came out and he was in pain, I will tell you the truth, it was hard for me.
Yeah.
It was
Although
hard
the
for me.
good thing was there was a local anesthesia that was given to him. So when it's wore off, he was crying, he was
So I had to give
cranky.
him
You know, we had to give
pain
him pain
reliever.
reliever. We had to give him, and I think the annoying part of it was while the thing was healing, every time he would pee, you would just notice he starts to do.
Because his pee will be hot.
So when the pee comes out and settles into the diaper, then it calms down again. So
Yeah.
it was hard, but I think it was kind of better than I thought it would be. I
think
thought it was
so
going to be
too.
crying a lot and all that, but at least it took it like a champ, actually. It
Yeah.
did take it like a champ.
Yeah, I was so grateful for Joshua. He's an amazing boy.
Yeah, so this is the end of this video.
Wow, we did it. Our first video after a
Yeah.
long, long time.
Woohoo! And guys, hopefully by God's grace, every week from now on.
Please encourage us. See, you have to encourage us because
It took
this
us a
is
lot to film this.
past 1 a.m.
Yeah.
It took us a lot to film this. We're going to bed maybe around 2 a.m., wake up around 8. We're still going to do some house chores to go for rehearsal. I don't need to bore you with details. I'm just saying we're showing up because we promise to show up. All right. So
Yeah.
encourage us. If
And
you've
this
not
is important to
subscribed
us,
to this
yeah.
channel, subscribe. All right, and click on the notification bell, and follow us on all our social media platforms. Go on our website www.thestalwartlovers.com and purchase some of our merch. And just support what we do, and God bless you.
Yeah. So till we come here again
Keep loving.
and keep believing.
We are the Stalwart Lovers.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, that feels good.